Everybody, this is Dr. George James. Another time coming to you live. This is another edition of Talk About It Tuesday. Figured I would talk about some things today, but the thing that I'm thinking about is uh, could your relationship use a surprise? So, when's the last time that you had a surprise done to you, or the last time that you gave somebody a surprise? It's one of those things that if you do it in your relationship, it can really enhance your relationship in a really positive way. Now, it has to be done right. There's lots of people who try to give surprises, and when they do it, it's not always in the best way. So, I'm going to talk about how you can do it. What is the best way to do it? But it starts off with: do you know your partner? Do you know the person that you're in a relationship with? Do you know what he or she would really like? So, here's an example. If if you like the Eagles or whatever sports team that you're at, or whether I'm in Philly, so I'm going to use the Eagles, and you decide that you want to surprise your partner with tickets to the Eagles game, that's a surprise for you, not for your partner. And I see that happen all the time where people pick things that they want to do for somebody, but it's really about what they want and what they would be most interested in. That doesn't always make for the best surprise. If you do this right, if you think about it, if you think about what your partner really wants and you do the surprise, it could really enhance your relationship. It's almost I'm gonna say it in this way. I guarantee it will enhance your relationship. So I'm not just saying this because this is something I want you to try. This is actually something I believe in and something that I do quite often in my relationship. Not just myself, but my wife and I. And somehow we started this many years ago, and it's become almost what feels like a little bit of a competition between the two of us to see who could give the better surprise. I think there. I think I win sometimes, but sometimes my wife does uh, outdo me with her surprises. And I'm going to give you an example. So, for recently, I was able to do what I think is a pretty decent surprise for my wife. And it actually started about almost a year and a half ago of me thinking about what would really be beneficial for her. What would she really like? And I thought about her, I thought about the things that she's interested in. And it just happened to be, it was coming around the time of her birthday. And as I was thinking about it, I thought about, well, what could be really interesting for her? As I thought about what she liked, in particular, my wife really likes women's gymnastics, especially the U.S. women's team. And I knew that her birthday was in the beginning of August. And I started thinking about the Olympics. And I thought it was almost impossible. I didn't think it was something that I could do. I think it was just almost far fetched, like to the moon. But after I tried to think about how I could do it, I thought about maybe I had enough time. Once again, this was a year and a half. This is not something that I just thought about one day and tried to do it the next. I started to put a plan in motion. I thought about who do I know? Who could help me out? I thought about resources. I thought about uh, people who have already been to the Olympics. I have a good friend who's done that. I thought about people who know about Brazil. I had a friend who goes to Brazil pretty often, and then I just started to figure these things out. But this was possibly going to be a good surprise because it was something that would be of interest to my wife, something that she would really like, something that would make her happy, and that I might then in turn be happy because she was happy. And as I worked through all the plans, as I got people involved, I knew I couldn't do it by myself. I needed some help, I needed some resources. So I did that. I went out and found people who could help me execute this plan. Because probably if I tried to do it on my own, I would have missed all the deadlines or missed the things that would have helped me to get there. So one of the things I did was I had some friends who were pretty creative. I have a good friend that helped me to design a box, a gold box with some Olympic rings on it, and then I had that same friend also developed a torch. And as I had all of those things, I decided to get some people involved. And some of the involved were my children. These two little ones, I decided to get them involved. My son decided to get he had the torch, and my daughter had the gold box. And the goal was that we wanted to surprise this lovely lady on her birthday. And It happened almost the way I planned, but it did happen, and she was definitely surprised. And we were really ecstatic and happy about what happened. This is not the first time. This is not the first time we've done this, and I'm wondering about you. Tell me about your relationship. When's the last time you gave your partner a surprise? When's the last time that you've been surprised? And was it a good one? Did you put some thought into it? And I'm not saying it has to, like, I was fortunate to go to the Olympics and bring my wife to the Olympics. It doesn't have to be that. It could be, when's the last time you had a picnic at the park? When's the last time that you went for a nice romantic walk? When when's the last time that maybe you did go to the game in a way that maybe you haven't done that in a while? A good surprise starts off with thinking about your partner. What does he really like and enjoy? What does she really like and enjoy? And then trying to think about what resources you need. Who can help you? Now, if you've ever tried to give a surprise and it didn't go well, that happens. But guess what? There are people who can support and help you. I might be one of those people. There might be some of your friends. There might be some of your colleagues. Get the help because I believe that every relationship needs a surprise, a good, healthy surprise every now and then. And if you do that, it keeps your relationship fresh, it keeps you and your partner happy, and you might actually feel a level of joy in giving the surprise, which is one of the things that I get out of it. But then it's also could be a nice, good, healthy competition. So right now, I got one up on my wife. I want to see what she's going to do next, and how she will try to surprise me. Now, whenever that does happen, maybe I'll let you know, especially if I still think I'm winning in the surprise department. So think about it. Does your relationship need a surprise? And do you need some help? What I want to hear from you is what was the last surprise that you tried to give? Was it successful? Was it maybe not as good as you wanted to? Were there some glitches along the way? Let me know. You can either comment on this. You could also hit me up at my website at georgetalks.com or you on Twitter at georgetalksllc. But I want to hear from you on how you do surprises in your relationship. And if you feel you could use a surprise or even some ideas of how to give a surprise, let me know. I would be more than willing to help you. Thanks.